I'm glad you didn't start by saying, here is a man who doesn't need introduction. Because that can be very deceiving. Once my wife and I were in the Como region in Italy. After I stepped down, we decided we were very tired, so borrowed a friend's house, which was adjacent to a forest, so we could walk into the forest and hike without the villagers seeing us. And we were determined, or I was determined, to do it for 3 months. No television, no newspapers, no radio. But after 6 weeks, I was getting bored. So I told my wife, let's go get a newspaper. We walked into a shop, and in no time, a group of men standing in the corner started staring at us. And one of them made for me directly. And I said to my wife, gosh, we have 6 weeks to go, and we've blown our cover. How are we going to manage the village? By then, the man was on top of me, and he put his hand out and said, Morgan Freeman. May I have an autograph? This is show I signed A. Freeman. He was very happy. We continued our holidays incognito. But coming back to the subject, let's say, distinguished guests, laureates, ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends, let me first of all thank you for this very warm welcome. It is a privilege to be with you this evening to celebrate the achievements of these extraordinary men and women. Let me also thank my friend Nuti and all the Infosys Science Foundation for inviting me and for hosting this important initiative. Let me also add my warm congratulations to you, the laureates, and I think you have wonderful lives ahead of you, and we will be following you. Each, as we have heard, is thoroughly deserving of this prestigious recognition. The status of the Infosys Prize and your achievements underline the fact that India is increasingly a global leader in science, research, and innovation. This leadership does, of course, bring with it an increased responsibility. It is a responsibility to help identify and develop innovative scientific solutions to our world's most urgent and complex problems. This evening, I would like to briefly discuss how this responsibility can be met. My dear friends, whether we are talking about the state of the global economy, the health of our planet, or the divisions within our societies, there is no doubt that we face serious challenges. Familiar foes and new emerging challenges threaten to reverse the progress we have made in decades. Climate change is perhaps the most pressing and complex of these. It is not just an environmental issue. Rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, extreme weather events are an all-encompassing threat to our food security, water supplies, and our health and security. Mitigating the impact of climate change will require fundamental revision of how we manage the economies, societies, and the environment. But delivering such essential change will not be easy. It will require us to develop a long-term vision of our global community based on common values and goals. It will require political will and ethical leadership to realize this vision at the national and the international level. And crucially, it will require us to harness the power of science, innovation, and technology. Clean energy sources must be identified, improved, and put in place. New ways of production must be developed which reduce waste and our carbon footprint. New treatments must be found to tackle diseases and chronic illnesses. By dedicating your research to finding such solutions, you can make a major contribution to global good. More importantly, you will also give India a huge competitive advantage. Scientific innovation can strengthen industry and transform society by facilitating the transition to high-value, knowledge-based economy. This transition is well underway in India. For decades, a leader in the field of information technology, and we congratulate you, Infosys, for your work. So how can we build on this success? At the root of scientific advances is the brilliance, imagination, and hard work of talented people. The leaders in scientific innovation will therefore be those countries which maximize the potential of their citizens and retain their brightest and best minds. In the past, India had lost many of its most talented people to research posts and jobs abroad. This brain drain has added greatly to the economies of their new homes in North America and Europe, but slowed growth and prosperity in those they have left behind. In today's interconnected world, we cannot stop people from moving to take advantage of the opportunities that exist around them. The answer is to provide the conditions and incentives where they can realize their dreams at home. The evidence suggests that we are seeing these conditions put in place in India. Indian scientists and researchers increasingly no longer feel the need to travel abroad to fulfill their potential. Opportunities for cutting-edge work and